Okay, good morning everybody and welcome to the opening press conference of the 2015 FIA Formula E Long Beach E-Prix. Joining us we have Alejandro Agag, the CEO of Formula E. Alejandro, California is the spiritual home of the electric car. How important is it for Formula E to be represented here?
Well, good morning and welcome everyone. We're really happy to be here in Long Beach. And yes, like you say, California really is the place where all this revolution really is starting. And you have here companies like Tesla and others, and not only in the space of the electric cars, but also in many other areas. California has been leading the technology revolution. A few days ago, I had the chance to go to the Computer History Museum up in Mountain View, and I saw this great computer. Huge computer, cost $10 million about 40 years ago, and it had a capacity of, I think it was 64 megas. Today your phone or your iPod will have, 100 or 1,000 times that. So, and that was a chemistry problem. Somebody found a way to solve a chemistry problem to store all this information in a smaller and smaller and smaller pieces of hardware. And probably what we have in front of us with the electric cars is also a chemistry problem. You need to find a way to store more and more and more energy, in this case, not information, but energy, in a piece of some chemical component. And there is a high chance that this breakthrough will happen here in California. So, we're very happy to be here. I think our partners here of the Long Beach Grand Prix Association have done a fantastic job with us to put together this race. I think the track is looking beautiful, the facilities are looking fantastic, and we're very much looking forward to to our first race in Southern California. We just come from our first race in the United States, which happened in Miami, which was a great success. This race has the advantage of being free admission, so we hope that there will be a big crowd here tomorrow, and we want to invite everyone living nearby to come by and enjoy this great show that will happen here tomorrow.
The Long Beach Grand Prix has been going on for 40 years. What does it mean to Formula E to be racing somewhere where Formula One, kart, IndyCar have been before?
Well, I think it's a great symbol to race here in Long Beach for Formula E because, as you say, many fantastic series and championships have raced here in Long Beach. I mean, Formula One. I was just talking yesterday with Nelsinho Piquet, and his father won here in Formula One, and he was telling me that he was thinking to wear the same helmet that his father wore when he won that race. So there is an incredible heritage, racing heritage in this place, and we are very proud, very happy to be now part of that heritage. And it's also great to have, we come from motor racing. We are petrol heads ourselves. We love IndyCar, we love Formula One. We're very happy to be racing in the same place as they are. It's a different kind of race, a different kind of technology, but it's at the end a race. So to be in this home of racing is great, and I think it's also quite symbolic that from here we go to Monaco. So we're going to be racing first in Long Beach, second in Monaco. I think those two places have great history, and here we are Formula E racing in both. So it's really great.
Now, Long Beach is just a hop and a skip from LA and Hollywood in particular. Do you think any of Tinseltown's finest are going to come and watch the race?
Yeah, I think so. We have some friends that will come and join us tomorrow, and let's see who they are. I'm not going to give any names now, but yeah, definitely yes. I think Hollywood also has been very keen on supporting green technology and cleaner mobility. We feel we've had a lot of support from that, and we will see who shows up tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I'm going to open the questions to the floor. Please raise your hand and state your name and publication.
One question. Yes, I'm Ed Jenks with Performance Racing Tech Talk, and you mentioned about the history. I think it was 41 years ago that the first sanctioning body of a race here in Long Beach was, in fact, FIA, which I guess they ran for another 3 years after that? Longer.
82, 83.
Oh my. Anyway, so welcome back, FIA. What else have been the biggest struggles for you having to put forward a new series utilizing an absolute brand new power and being totally self-contained, as I learned yesterday, what with the glycerin
Yes.
and other types of things that you brought forward.
So there were obviously many challenges when we started this project, but mainly the two main ones are the first that is there were no cars. There were no cars anywhere really, Formula racing electric cars. So we had to start that project from scratch and commission these cars, look for providers for the technology, which we found in Formula One. McLaren is doing the motors, Williams is doing the batteries, Renault has helped on all the integration of the systems, della is making the chassis. So that was the first big challenge. The second big challenge is to put together these races in cities. Because we wanted to race in cities. We thought that a race of electric Formula cars going to racetracks was not giving the message that we wanted to give. We want to give the message that the electric cars are right for the cities now, and we want to change the perception of our electric cars and show them, in this context. And that was very difficult. And you can imagine here they've been doing it for many years, just putting up this race in the city. But in other places, for example in Beijing, they had never had a race where we had it, and it was a really big challenge. And especially, like you say very correctly, self-contained, because we want to produce the energy from clean sources. We need to keep the consistency of the message of the championship. If we really want to be a green championship or a championship focused on sustainability, we need to do it in all areas, not only just by having electric cars, but having that energy produced from a clean source by transporting those cars around the world on the cleanest way possible. And we do that with DHL, with a special plan to reduce the CO2 print of the transportation, etc. So there were many challenges. Many people, sometimes even ourselves, we thought we were not going to make it. It was an extremely difficult project to put together. But thanks to the work of many people, and also to many people and companies joining along the way, we had very good surprises from sponsors, from partners that just joined us in this very kind of challenging and pioneering adventure, let's say. We were able to be in Beijing to have the first race, and since then everything has been going better and better. Particularly what we enjoy a lot are the races, and I hope you will, I'm sure you will be here tomorrow to see the race. The races are becoming really good races. So if you like racing, Formula E gives you a good race. So I think that's also the most important thing of the championship.
Any more?
Glenn Freeman, Autosport. You talked about the fact that these two races we have coming up are established venues with racing heritage already. Does Formula E have its eye on going to more of these types of venues, or is two the limit?
Probably not, yeah. These two will be the only ones. We want to get into the cities around the world. I think the Formula E brand now is going more and more associated with city centers. And probably these two, and maybe Singapore, which doesn't have that much heritage, but is a nice street circuit, which is now used by Formula One, could be an option, but I don't see many more options. I think we want to go to new places. We want to go to, cities like Hong Kong, maybe cities like Paris, maybe, Mexico. I mean, we're looking at tracks in the streets, in the cities. So yeah. But these two give us the heritage.
And if I could quickly ask the second one. How different has it been for Formula E coming to an event that has an infrastructure already and is used to putting on a street event like this? Has it been different to the previous events?
Well, yeah, it's been extremely comfortable, because it's very difficult to set this thing up. And it's much more difficult the first time you do it. So I think for us, next year in Miami will be 10 times easier than this time in Miami. Because you don't know even where to go, you don't know where to walk, you don't know where the press room, the briefing room is, you don't know anything. To come here where everything works, I think is great. And I'm enjoying a lot. I mean, I came here, I've been a few times on the Grand Prix here, but I came here, I think the first time was about 7 years ago when I was kind of entertaining the thought of buying an IndyCar team. It's great to see now this looking E. So with our blue colors and I think I don't know where is Jimmy Kelly, but I think it looks a little bit nicer. Then maybe we can lend him some of our blue stuff. But it's really good to be